Hi, well, I'm back again in this one, but in this video, I'm going to talk about the Jade Emperor because I talk about the Jade Emperor. I'm always burning the bills. So the Jade Emperor bills, sometimes it's in green, it's pink. They come in all different kind of colors. They say, like on the website, it says that the Jade Emperor is a deity. So I'm like, oh, it's a deity. So he's an important guy. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to look up the Jade Emperor. So I'm looking it up through Google, Google, and it says the Jade Emperor. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to say it. Yuhuang or Yudi. Yuhuang is one word, or Yudi, was considered to be the ruler of heaven. He was thought to be like a human emperor in that he ruled over heavenly court, populated by all the important gods in China. But okay. What is Jade Emperor power? Sancti-Photokinesis. The Jade Emperor is the sovereign ruler of heaven, so it is normal for him to wield and has the power to manipulate, shape, and generate divine light. That's divine. To be divine is to be from God. But he's also capable of harming and or killing beings of darkness and demonic origins. So this is like he knows how to defend, protect against darkness, demonic origins. That's the black magic, those devil worshippers that they think they're so powerful, But the Jade Emperor is known to defeat them and all of their evil forces. So I just wanted to look him up a little bit and get a little more information on the Jade Emperor because I ordered more ancestor money, and he's always on the bills, and I've ordered more. They're gonna come. I didn't order them yet, but they're in different colors. So I just wanted to know, who is the Jade Emperor? So is the Jade Emperor a god? Let's see. The Jade Emperor is the supreme god of Chinese folk religion. The Jade Emperor is ruler of all the heavens, of which the Chinese have over 30. Each earth and the underworld, hell, creator of the universe, later the emperor of the universe and lord of the Imperial Court. So that's why they have these bills, and that's why the bills, when they're printed, sometimes it'll say Hellbank on it. I don't know if you can see it there, but it does say Hellbank on it. Like some of the bills do come like that. City. Okay, I unpaused it. The noise went away. So, and then I did find an article. It's on the Jade Emperor, the definition, by Mark Cartwright, published December 3rd, 2012. And it says the Supreme August Jade Emperor is the supreme deity of Chinese tradition and is otherwise known as Yuhuang Shangdi, Yuhuang Shangti, or Yudi, Ut, or Mr. Heaven, Lao Tianyi. He governs the cosmos and resides in a magnificent palace in the highest part of heaven, along with his large family and entourage of ministers and officials. These are high officials, because he's not going to be messing with these no. The god originated in ancient Chinese folk religion and oral mythology. So that's mythology that is talked about. Like people always talking, people always talking now. So it's folk religion. So it's mythology, it's oral mythology. But he was officially incorporated into the state-sponsored Chinese religion by Emperor Shenzong of the Song dynasty. After the emperor had claimed to have seen the god in a vision on a particular night in 1007 CE, the Jade Emperor should not be considered a creator god, as this city is always noisy. I'm trying. Okay, so I closed the windows. So where was I? The Jade Emperor should not be considered a creator god, as in Chinese traditional religion, no deity is involved in the creation. Rather, it is believed that the universe came into existence from the union of matter, qi, and movement, li, which according to the principle of yin and yang, like yin and yang, and you come together and, infinitely alternate to produce the 5 elements of metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Therefore, the supreme God is seen more as an anthropomorphic, I'm gonna have to look that word up, representation and guardian of mortality, a guardian of life. The Jade Emperor is believed to have been the disciple of the primordial, heaven-honored one, Wangshi Tensung, from whom he inherited the governance of the universe. In turn, the Jade Emperor will hand over the reins of power to the heaven-honored one of the dawn of Jade, of the Golden Gate, King Kei Yongsheng Tengsung. The Chinese has a lot of history. They have dynasties. They have a lot of ancient things. And no one can touch their practices and their beliefs and their things, like the chakras. That's from Chinese. The feng shui and all these things. It's like we take it from their culture, and that's how we become more balanced, because we're learning from them. Like the Chinese are balanced people and very spiritual people, and they have a lot of history, the Chinese. The Jade Emperor is seen as an anthropomorphic representation of the guardian of mortality, the guardian of life. In his palace in heaven, the Jade Emperor lives with his wife, the Jade Empress, Tangshang, Sheng, or Mazu. Mazu, I guess, is the short way. Yuhuang, Sheng, Mu, or Matusu, and their large family. So they had a large family. Prominent members include his nephew, Yang Shen, Yang Tisen, otherwise known as the Second Lord of Equality, Earl Lang Shen Tseng, whose celestial dog, Tan Ku, chases away evil spirits. One of the Jade Emperor's secondary wives is a horse's head goddess, who is believed to care for silkworms, producers of this precious Chinese commodity, silk. One of God's daughters is Miss Seventh, or Shi Huining, or Tisku Niang. I'm going to include this link in the description box, because I know the Asian terms, names, I know I'm like chopping them up. Who is appealed to by young women in order to reveal the identity of their future husbands. So it's like she would be one you would probably ask, like you want to know who is your spouse, who's your future spouse. You would call on her and she will reveal it to you. So this article, the Jade Emperor, like he's an emperor. Like, what? The heavenly palace of the Jade Emperor is managed by Wang, the transcendent official, otherwise known as Li Kuang, who also protects mortals from evil spirits. One of his functions is keeper of the palace gates, where he stands guard, wearing armor and wielding his heavy staff to ward off unwelcome visitors. He also runs errands for the Jade Emperor, such as punishing wrongdoers and righting wrongs. The palace has also an extensive staff of attendants, ministers, officials, and lesser gods, paralleling an unwieldy bureaucracy of the Chinese state. This would be why I burn the ancestor money so much. Like, I burn it so much. And it's like, with all the black magic and all the spiritual warfare, is like, I know everything is just being handled. And this is what the Jade Emperor is known for. Emperor, such as punishing. They punish the wrongdoers and righting wrongs. Like, people that's doing things that's wrong, they're gonna make it right. The Emperor is gonna make it right. It's like, okay, Jade Emperor. So it just is more of a reason as to why to burn Emperor bills, you know, because now you have a little history of who the Jade Emperor is. There's a little more, so I'm gonna just go in because I don't read the article beforehand. I come on here and I read it. I go through it with you, and I'm just, my reaction is real. Like, this is real. Taoists, back to the article. Taoists in particular have classified and codified all of these deities and ministers into a whole belief system. All of the members of the palace household must present themselves before the Jade Emperor and account for their actions on a fixed day every year, often on New Year's Day. Also on this day, also on this day, the other major gods in the Chinese pantheon must come from their respective domains and pay homage to their master, the Jade Emperor. Good deeds are rewarded, usually through promotions and greater allocation. That means that you'll just have more wealth. Good deeds, your promotions, you're going to get upgraded, usually through and a greater allocation of luck and happiness for the forthcoming year. So that's why they say it's good to burn ancestor money on New Year's Day, because it's welcoming the wealth for the new year, for luck and happiness and all this, all good things. It's good things. Bad deeds are justly punished. For example, by reduction in heavenly rank. That means that they lose their spiritual rank. People that is out here doing fuck shit and and messing with innocent people and just doing all this black magic, these people lose their rank. Humanity is similarly judged through bulletins from gods, such as the kitchen god, who reports the conduct of families to the Jade Emperors. It's like everything you do is seen. Like, nothing is kept hidden. Like, they see everything. In Chinese art, the Jade Emperor is most often portrayed with long hair and mustaches and seated on a throne, dressed in full imperial costume, the long dragon embroidered robe, and mian, that's the hat, with 13 pearl strung tassels, and holding the kui of imperial ceremonial tablet. So the kui, so he'll have a tablet and he'll have like these tassels on the hat, like have 13 tassels, pearl strung. So this pearls, wow, okay. I mean, this is information, this is all new to me. So I just wanted to include it. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to look up the Jade Emperor because we burn it. Well, I burn it all the time on this channel. And then when I order the money off of Amazon, they do say that the Jade Emperor is a deity, is a god. He's a god of wealth. He's a god of, you know, the wealth all over the world. But in this article, he talked about like justice, like he does not tolerate injustices, like wrongdoers, like they're gonna be punished. So, you know, people, like you're being spiritually attacked. Burn emperor bills, burn the emperor bills that say Hellbank, because they will be spiritually, they will be judged. They will be judged. Their rank will be taken away. Like they can lose everything by sitting here playing with innocent people. So this is all spiritual. So it's like the Jade, the dynasty, the emperor, like this is all spiritual talk. This is all folklore. It's all hearsay. It's word of mouth, you know? But that was a brief history of the Emperor Bill. Who is the Jade Emperor? And I wanted more information and more clarity. I'm going to include the links in the description box for the search, the Google search. I just Google searched the Jade Emperor. So I'm going to just cut and paste the meanings that I got for the Jade Emperor. I'm going to just cut and paste those in the description box. But I am going to include the link that I'm using about the Jade Emperor. It's called World History Encyclopedia. So it's an encyclopedia. It's a real website. It's a real site, and it is documented here. And you can check it out. Just click on the link and it'll take you straight into the article. So always lead with love, and I'll see you later. Bye.